Well, welcome back to what should be episode 11. We are just about to hit the wet season here, and our tank is at this point quite massive. Our death drought is, like, include the wet seasons, at least 200 days away. I'm thinking we could probably survive a 100-day drought no problem at this point. But, especially once I blow the dynamite down here. So I'm very happy with our storage capacity. What I'm a little bit more concerned about now is our water generation capacity. We might be running. I'm not sure how much of this we're going to be able to fill over the wet season. So we're going to keep an eye on that very carefully. But so I do want to start thinking about hooking these up. So we're kind of panicking, trying to get this built in before the wet season floods it again. And if I can get this in, just like that, that should at least, most of the water should spill out this way, which will be nice. I was thinking, how do I want to connect these up? So there's sort of three, in the olden days, what you'd have to do is you'd have to build solid levees all the way up, aquifers, But now we have overhangs. We could pressurize this, right? We just build an overhang here, and we can pressurize it all the way over to somewhere over here where we can then go up and over. But I was thinking we could maybe do something new, because there are, where are they? Tunnels. And now I don't have to spend any, I have to spend a lot of planks, but I can actually get the planks back when I blow up the platforms. So I could go just kind of through here. I could go under, and then come out. Probably, I have to redo this anyway, so I could probably just come out and then put a little fill valve right there, is what I'm thinking. I'll have to move the farmhouse and the forester. Which reminds me, I also probably want to move this forester, because there's green space that is not being used, which is completely unacceptable. So we're going to blow you up. We're going to just do a little bit of optimization of you go here, you explode as well, and we're just going to put you just a little bit closer here, and flip, and there. And we're going to say, please build these guys, and then we're going to re-put down our lumberjack flag right there, because I'm blind, and that hits everything, and then hopefully this will, yeah, we're gonna be able to plant trees all over here. I'm wondering if I want to do the same thing over here, but for now this is pretty nice. Let's see. We're filling up over here. Question mark. We're filling up over here. You're running. Yes, you're running. Okay. Yes, we're running. Now the question is, with the tiles, we can probably head and blow this now, since we do have water coming in. Kablooey. Awesome. Oh yeah, that did cause. Maybe I should take this. I don't have the dynamite for that right now. But yeah, we're gonna see how much of this we manage to get filled up. And then the question is, how big of a tile, or how big of a tunnel? So a one-tile tunnel would have the most evaporation, but all the water in the tunnel is gonna be lost. Like, any water in the tunnel, I can't pump out unless I built more pumps, which, I obviously haven't even started on that yet. All the water. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, yep. And we're a little bit of leakage into here, but they're working on it. But yeah. So yeah, this is harmlessly flooding over here. Good. Yeah, it's just again falling off the map. Not a problem. But one tile width tunnel is going to have the least water lost, but the most evaporation. And obviously, a 3-tile wide tunnel is going to have 3 tiles worth of water lost per section of tunnel. And I think that maths out to the one wide tunnel being the most efficient for our purposes. The next question, of course, is Okay, so you're going to make a one-tide tunnel. Is that going to be wide enough for 2 CMS of water? I'm not sure about that. So we might have to compromise with 2, but we'll try 1 initially, and we'll sort of get that penciled in right now. Are you guys going to build this? Okay, they're working on it. Okie dokie. If I come down here, I have laid in a tunnel from here all the way over here and all the way up. Although now I'm thinking about it, this should probably be a triple dynamite instead of a tunnel because it'd be more efficient. So just don't bother building that yet, please. And I'll figure the rest out. And over here, we built a little caps that'll hopefully pressurize the water. 1 tile is a vertical power shaft, and then on top of that we have our impermeable floors, so that hopefully the water will kind of be forced onto this single wide path. And that's all planned out. Now, as far as how the beavers are going to get down there to build that, I haven't quite figured that part out, but I think that's going to be the plan, and we'll probably work on that while we're going back and forth over here and saying, hey, you know, how much water do I have? And I'm still like, well, we're on day 4 and we're maybe halfway filled, so I guess we can still go a little bit higher on our current water sources, which is nice, which is very nice. Let's see, this is now in, which means please pick up these stuff, and then we can, oh, there's no point now, but when this dries out again, we'll be able to plant things down there. You don't really need to be super high priority, but, oh, and I guess I can plant a few extra trees just right now, huh? Yeah, these can all actually probably all be oaks because, I mean, it's clearly lasting long enough to do that, so. Clearly. If I can actually manage to plop it in, sure, why not? The whole thing. This is going to take some getting used to over here, but yeah, you still need to work on that, huh? Yeah, they're getting it done. And once that's all evaporated out, probably either this drought or the next drought, we're going to start working on this tunnel. Again, I have to figure out how to get the beavers down there to actually work on it, but and day 7 we just started flooding, which is a good sign actually. That means we have more time than I thought to worry about secondary water sources, because if we're just flooding on day 7, that means even on a shortest possible 13-day drought we have, you know, another, well, if that's 7, and you know, add another 5 on top of that, as far as how much water we can get out of our one water source. So that seems like a good situation that we're in. I'm still worried about it, but let's see, are they done over here yet? Nope. Of course not. They are building this, right? Okay, yeah, they got 12 logs in there, and they just didn't feel like putting it in. I guess I could have walled off here, but then I don't get the pipes, and it has been a while since we've had a bad tide, so. Now the question is will this fill up? Ooh. Well, all these trees are going to die. Whoops. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, I need to unpause you because now I have water down here. And, yeah, we're going to just sort of see what we get here. Is it going to be a bad tide? Is it going to be a drought? As we're waiting for our announcement, I was going to mention that we are still not full here on our I guess what is now our overflow water supply. But it's just a bad tide, so that's going to be not that bad. They did, this is now walled off, which is great, except I would like them to get these 2 last little bits in here, I suppose, before the pipes decide to ruin our plans again. But it's just a bad tide, so that means it's like a free cycle, right? And you know, since I am getting a free cycle, and since I feel like my water storage is very nice here, I think it's time that I think I have the confidence to say, let's just throw in a little bit of well-being, and let's see if we can push up to 28 beavers. because I feel quite confident in our situation now. So we can just the easiest way to do this is you just put some decorations by the houses. Kind of a dumb place for it. Let's actually put, let's stick that back there. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. And then I'll just increase our well-being just a bit so that they'll work a little bit harder and live a little bit longer. I could be doing a better job about this, but okay, that hits everything. Awesome. And that's kind of just a nice little bit of extra. Maybe I could get like a roof or a shrub up here. They can get up here. Yeah, they can. So that's a dumb spot. I'm just throwing things in because I'm trying to do this on camera, which is really dumb to do. Yeah, they can't. Okay, there we go. There's a shrub spot. So we'll see if we can hit a well-being high score here. Looks like they walled that off just in time. Awesome. That's pretty good. And looks like we got our clock in. So we're gonna see if the beavers are just a little bit more happy now with it is a lot of metal blocks. I didn't realize how much metal blocks these beaver statues were. Well, we have metal for it, and since I'm going to use a tunnel instead of some sort of, you know, I have the metal for it. You know, I was kind of worried about how much metal it would take to do a aquifer, sorry, an aqueduct or even just a pressurized tunnel here. But here's the bad tide. Oh no, I didn't do my bad tide defenses. It's only 15 days. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see. And you know, I don't think we feel like that's really close. I'm not sure we actually filled up our water tank here. At the very least, we got filled up at the very, very last second. So maybe we are, if we include this bottom area, at our water generation capacity. Oh yeah, this is nasty. Now I should probably throw a CMS measuring device somewhere in here just so I can see how much water these places can actually have. But the good news is that I have my irrigation barriers here, so hopefully my crops won't die, which would be, you know, nice, as opposed to the previous bad tide situation. So assuming nothing crazy happens, we'll just kind of skip to the end of this, I think. Oh, wait. Well, I was turning off the thing, but we just hit 18 well-being. We hit 19 well-being. We're down to 18 again. But yeah, this is awesome. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna go up to 28 beavers, and it'll be nice to have just a little bit more help around with building everything. So yeah, yes sir. So that's, yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go for 28 beavers now. So hopefully that doesn't hurt us in the end. But I think right now we're okay, and I can always just take out the aesthetics if I feel like I'm worried about it. But right now I'm not worried about it because we're in a bad tide. So, or so I thought. We have a beaver who has been an idiot, and therefore I must, if I want to continue having a perfect old age only beaver run. Let's see. I can't even see it because there's a stupid. Yeah. Oh no! I want to blow up these two. I want to blow up these two. How do you even get over there? I don't know. That unstrand you, please. Why are you still stranded? Get out of there. Go. Thank you. Okay. Idiots. Please pick that up, and please. I've been penciling in the final height of our reservoir because I might as well just go all the way. And the bad tide's about to end here. We still have plenty of water here, so this water seep has been generating absolutely nothing. And now the regular water's back. And I've just realized that since I've been penciling this in, I have once again closed off my reservoir in a stupid way. So let's just blow one of these levees, I guess. Actually, you know what? Can I blow like this levee? Because not only No. Yes. Not only does that prevent beavers from working on things they don't want them to work on, but yeah, it just that I mean that actually almost looks nice. Yeah. It's so beautiful. Kind of, sort of. Okay. This tank is getting really ugly. This tank is getting really ugly. But that's a problem for much later. Where are the iron teeth? We're supposed to be ugly. This area is now dried out, so that means I can go ahead and probably start thinking about figuring out a way to at least let the beavers get in the general vicinity. Okay, so that should allow them to access this area. And then I will have to figure out how to connect the vertical power. I'm thinking it's about time that we get our engines online. Steam engines are the way. We're probably going to put them somewhere. We want them somewhere close to our logs, right? So I'm debating on whether, hey, do I want I can just unlock this? We can unlock the gravity batteries too. Do we want to have two separate power areas so that, you know, we just have two steam engines and their full-time job is to run these things during the wet season, obviously, not during the dry season? Or do I want to hook up them to the geothermals? I'm not sure yet, but we're definitely going to use. I was thinking you could also just put the steam engines on top here, but that's just a long way for the haulers to walk, and there's no reason for them to need to walk that long. So I'll spend the wood to get the power closer. Maybe we can pretty up later, but I mean, power lines are cheap, and they have a 100% refund because that's just how the game works. So I'm not so worried about it. So we're in another wet season. We are probably almost full in the water already. Almost full in the water already. So we're just yeah, we're going till the next alert here. I suspect we're gonna get our drought warning any second, and there it is. So so far nothing much has changed, but I'm realizing this staircase needs to go, and I figure, hey, while we're taking out the staircase, let's also maybe slightly rearrange things here. I can move this forester over so we can plant this area over here. Let's move this farmhouse out of the way so that I can... and let's just build a spiral staircase from all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom here. And I think that would be probably a good use of our time. So let's do some rearranging and see what that looks like. Blowing up this farmhouse is going to be so painful. It has so much crops in it, but it's fine. They'll make it back, and we're just gonna move it back. Let's see, actually, let's have it face this way, because I think I'm going to need... Yeah, let's put it there. Let's put the path back in. Let's say that they can pick up the crops, but I'm not. I have plenty, so I'm not worried about it. We also want to move you back. How long is our drought going to be? Let's see how long our drought's going to be here. Yeah, we're full. That's good. Of course we are. We had a bad tide. They're working on this. But how long is the drought? 82 days. Huh. I thought it'd be 83, but I'm not. I mean, oh, okay. Well, you know, 82 is the atomic number of lead, right? So that's fine. Maybe this will finally dry out over here. Looks like they're starting to put the staircase in over here too, which is very nice. But again, let's see if we can. Again, let's not do a tunnel, and let's do a triple dynamite right there. Awesome. Hopefully, we won't get anyone killed when we do this. Okie dokie. We've moved our staircase slightly to the side, so now we can blow this up. What? Oh, wait, what? Why is there a platform there? There shouldn't be a... They somehow snuck down there and built a tunnel. I don't know how they managed to do that, but somehow they did. So let's see. It looks like we need 1, 2, 3. So we're going to say you are not a tunnel. And you are another one more triple dynamite here. Like so. And then please build you. And then decide this is where we're gonna do our staircase. Oh, there it goes. And so we're gonna go like this to get down. And looks like I need I guess I need to use a tunnel there, huh? Because I can't use a dynamite under there. Oh, well, this was just. And then we'll have a triple staircase going up right here. That'll go, and I've killed my farm. Not a problem. We'll just rebuild it because that's. I mean, I thought I had to have it facing that way, but I guess I can have it face that way. Yeah, because yeah, we're gonna wrap this path around because this entire set of levees we actually don't need. Because well, first blow that kabooey. That should have gone all the way. I'm confused on why that didn't. They're gonna tunnel it. That's fine. But this entire set of levees is actually not necessary. So we're gonna go ahead and demolish this, and hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I'm right that this is okay. Good. I was a little bit worried that somehow water would spill out here. But what we're gonna do is we're going to replace this with a fill valve right there. Game says no. Game says no because there's a levee right there, and obviously I can't fill valve into the levee. How do I solve this? How do I solve this? Okay. Okay. All I have to do. Okay. We'll do corner construction, sort of. From if you ever played Oxygen Not Included, you can sort of do vacuum construction this way. So we'll fill this up. And then we can demolish this levee, and then we can build our fill valve. But I do not want them to do this now because it would increase my evaporation significantly. So please do not do that while it is the drought. But that's going to be the plan here. And obviously now I can demolish this staircase too. So let's just say I don't need any of this anymore because I'm replacing this with my spiral staircase. And we'll zoom to see what that looks like when that's done here. Of course, I do have to tell all my beavers to please pick up all of this trash that I've put on the ground here. So let's just say, please pick up trash. Sorry. Okay, and with that, our spiral staircase is effectively down there. So they're going to be able to start digging out this tunnel just as soon as they feel like it. And that's going to go like that. And then, of course, we're going to build up as well. All the way up a little bit higher than that. But hopefully you get the idea. And so we have 60 nice days to work on this. So, yeah, they're making progress over here too. So we got a lot of work to do. And looks like they started working over here too. You don't really need to work on that quite yet, guys. I mean, there's more important things to do, but I'm not happy for it. We're working on the tunnel. We're gonna get the tunnel done, maybe at some point. So let's sort of speed to the end of this drought and see where we end up. Well, we're about a third of the way through the drought. We're about to lose our 2 tiles over here, which is perfectly fine. That means we can get this forester ready to plant up to there and get this forester ready to plant down there. And although we're doing really good on logs right now, and part of that's because, well, as I've been digging out this tunnel down here, I keep having to place paths occasionally because otherwise they stop building it. But they've been working really quite. This is what they want to do right now. So they just want to do this as opposed to anything else. So that's why. And the travel time over there is pretty bad. And I really should have given them stockpiles to build over there, and I didn't because I wasn't really expecting them to go over there. And then suddenly, oh, we're almost done already. I'm like, what? It's okay. But you know, while we're, yep, there it goes. And while, yep, now we're planting down there. Very good. But it's interesting, and before this, because these two reservoirs start at the same height, but as you can see, the water level is very different. Even though this, you know, in theory, water drains out there, it hasn't been, because as long as this is above where it, 0.9, right? As long as this is above 0.9, yeah. So it's not going to drain. But even though these start at the same level, we're down like more than a full tile difference between the large reservoir and the smaller reservoir, and that just sort of, I just want to show the fact that yes, you really do want the large reservoirs to decrease the evaporation. So, but the 3x3 is still very efficient. The 3x3 for the green space that you get is the most water efficient, right? Like this has a lower evaporation per tile, but overall we're losing a lot more water just because there's a lot more surface area, right? But it's just, I just saw that, thought that kind of interesting. And again, we're just letting them get stuff done. The drill's already done. We just need to figure out a way to power it. 20 days left. That means we're about 3/4 of the way through the drought. I just thought it was interesting that over here, if you take a look, on this side, we now have less water in the big tank. Well, that's because we've been drinking it. So that's fine. But everything's going okay over there. Looks like we're almost done over here. It looks like this is just about to evaporate. We might even catch. Oh, we caught it on camera. Okay, yep. So the bad water there is gone, which means they can start working on this as soon as they, you know, feel like it. They're way too busy for that right now. They've been making a lot of progress on this tunnel. I prioritized it, but they've been making a lot of progress here. We're almost done actually with it, although we are running very low on dynamite, so we probably won't finish it this drought. But yep, other than that, these trees are growing in just like we like them to, and we are getting a little low on logs, although they can build this lumberjack whenever they feel like. Come on, build the lumberjack. Chop these trees down. Thank you. But yeah, we're making good progress here. Well, here we are on the last day of our drought. 82 days conquered, no problem. Look how much water we have remaining. We have so much water remaining. It's kind of absurd how much water we have remaining. 1, 2, 3. Like, yeah, we have a lot of water remaining. This could easily have done a 100-day drought. I mean, we might not even have to have flooded this area. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, these oaks were planted way too late, so they're gonna die here in a second, but that's okay. These oaks have not been cut because I set the workplace to high priority and not the construction site to high priority. Go me. Let's see. This is now almost finished over here, looks like. And here comes our water. How's the tunnel doing down here? But yeah, we had so much, and just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, okay, a little lag from there from the. Wait, where's my tunnel? Where's my tunnel? There it is. So the tunnel's almost done. Again, we ran out of dynamite, but we should get that done maybe next drought for sure. Next drought for sure. But yeah, so we conquered this one, not even close. So that's awesome. And we'll probably wrap this episode up here because we're just doing so great. And hopefully the next one we might even get these online. Let's try to get those online next episode. That sounds like a plan. So I'll see you then.